How's it going, Tim? Looking amazing today.
Thank you. You have very good eyesight today.
Who are you and what do you do?
Well, I am a artist, and my name is Sham, S-H-A-M, my first name, last name Ibrahim. I've been on a bunch of reality shows, like little, like appearances or whatever. I've been on Botched, I've been on Vanderpump Rules, I was on K. Michelle My Life, which was the spin-off of Love and Hip Hop, and right now I'm on a show called Gown and Out in Beverly Hills. You can see it on Amazon Prime. Season 2, episode 8 is my episode, and I did the Courtney Stodden show last year. I was on that one, which you can see that also on Amazon Prime. And there's a movie that just came out that I shot in New York City 10 years ago. It just came out on Amazon Prime. It's called Ghoul Scout Zombie Massacre.
Okay.
It's not even like a B movie, it's like a Z movie.
Okay.
It's like I don't know how to explain it. It's just like, it's an amazing film, but it's like, if you like John Waters and you like that kind of thing, you're gonna love this movie. It's really good.
Beautiful, but you're probably known as an artist, right?
Yes, mostly as an artist.
Have you heard about these news for like the crypto art? Apparently a company just bought like $100,000 worth of Banksy art. They burned it and then they turned it into like a virtual like token.
I bet you that's such a great idea. I love that. I love that idea because the whole concept of crypto money is that there is nothing to back it up. So a charred painting would be about as much as crypto's worth. You know what I mean? It's a very interesting type of cash, if you can even call it that, because there's no cash. I guess it is backed up by cash. I guess. I'm not a scientist with money, don't ask me. But I am invested in some companies, and I'm invested in Tesla. And when I saw that Elon Musk bought a bunch of Bitcoin, it made me want to buy some. Because he's pretty smart. He knows what he's doing.
Honestly, I thought you'd be old school about this. I think you'd be more like an art fanatic, be like, oh, that's kind of like going against like art. Or do you feel like this is just more the new transition to what art is about?
I've always felt very jealous of Banksy, so anybody that's burning his art, I think is like making me happy, just because of my jealousy, because he's so successful. He's the most successful artist ever, and he's really successful because he's so conceptually brilliant. You know what I mean? Like, he comes up with amazing concepts, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's him who orchestrated this burning, because he's like pretty smart about shit like that,
I'm not sure. Maybe it was Picasso. Something about like burning something to create something, to destroy something. I forget who made that famous quote.
It sounds like God said that.
No, it was actually an artist, but I'm like forgetting. But an artist said like, if you want to create something, you have to destroy it. So I guess this is like another form of art. But I thought you'd be against it because, let's say like a Picasso or I don't know what other paintings you think could be. Should we burn those as well and make it into a token? That's what I'm trying to say. Banksy is like too new, then I guess.
It would be devastating to see like a Van Gogh or a Picasso,
right.
To see somebody do that too. But I feel like Banksy's art is so overvalued in the market. Like, as soon as he came out in the scene, he was selling shit for $100,000. You know what I mean? I sell my stuff for $100. So it's like, I don't understand why it just became so valuable. Like, his first art show, I remember I was invited to, but I didn't even go. But like Brad Pitt, Paris Hilton, or not Paris, sorry, he made fun of her. He had her CD in a thing with cockroaches. And then Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, Keanu Reeves, all these people showed up. And nobody's even heard of the guy. And this was 12, 13 years ago or something. And so, I don't know. I mean, the idea about burning something to make it more valuable is an interesting concept, but it's obviously doesn't make any sense because you're burning it. So right. I guess I am kind of against it. Yeah.
And it goes to a token. Now it's like, is it still art or is it now, it's just money now?
Well, but maybe as times change, it became more valuable when you think about it, because crypto's more valuable than a lot of things right now. So maybe in his case, because not enough time has gone by to establish the value of the painting. I don't know, but I would be devastated to see them do it to the Mona Lisa or something. That would be crazy.
Right, so there should be a border of what kind of art.
You can burn Banksy's art all day and make it worth more money. If you want to burn some of mine and make it worth more, that's fine. Just give me a cut. That's all I say.
Do you think this is another form of crypto? Like music, artists are using crypto to putting on their albums so they could sell because these artists aren't getting paid anymore. Like they're transitioning to all this crypto. Where do you think it's gonna end, or is it just we're gonna all digitize everything?
I think we're gonna all digitize. Like if I had to say like logically what's gonna happen, when you think about it, all this like carrying paper around and like all these plastic cards and everything is kind of old-fashioned. So I think like as times evolve, like not like in the next year or something, technology is going to change. I mean, there are amazing technologies coming out right now. Like talking about investment, I'm invested in flying cars. You know what I mean? There's companies now.
You think we'd have one right now? You know, 2020.
Totally. Like what the fuck? I always
I'm still
say,
pumping gas.
It doesn't make sense why do we sit in traffic in 2021? It doesn't. There's all this space in the air that you can use, but there's only so much space on the ground. So I really think that I've always thought flying cars were the future. Uber said that they were gonna make like a flying taxi. So I invested in Uber. I invested in a company called Atlas Crest Archer. They're in Palo Alto. They seem amazing, and they say they're going to deliver a flying taxi by 2023. And already United Airlines bought like I think $1 billion of their flying thing. So I mean, those, you know, like when it comes to investing, I don't believe in fads. You know what I mean? And trends like this GameStop stuff, I think is really dangerous and stupid. It's a game. It's not investing. If you're investing, you have to put the money in something you believe in. And I actually believe in flying cars. I believe in marijuana, so I'm like invested in a bunch of marijuana companies. I really think that that's, you know, an industry that as soon as like legalization happens federally with this administration, I hope and pray it looks like it will. I think the industry will open up and be a very profitable business, you know, that should have been legal a long time ago. But you know, I think with investing, you just have to put your money where you believe in it. So if you believe in crypto, put it there. I don't put it in crypto because I don't understand crypto. I don't get it. Like, what is it? It's like, what, am I buying air? Like, I don't understand it. So I don't put my money in there, but I do, because like I said, I'm investing in the stock market. I put some money in a company that handles crypto. So I have faith in crypto. I just don't understand like what it is, so I don't buy it.
On just the digital platform, would you ever like think of like transferring your conscious digitally?
Transferring my conscious digitally, I would totally do that if it would benefit me in some way. Like if it gave me like, let's say longevity, right? Like if my physical body died and then my consciousness could live on digitally, fuck yeah, I would. And then give me a new body made out of robot that's never gonna die. Hello, of course, who wouldn't do that? You know what I mean? That sounds like a great idea. And I remember reading on the cover of Time magazine said that if you live to 2024, you can live forever, or 2040, what am I talking about? 2040, they said you can live forever because they're gonna start replacing like organs with robotics. Sign me up. That sounds great. I'm down for that. And then I heard about this thing called a med bed, where you can lie in the thing and it turns back time, like the Cher song. So I can go back and I can fuck Botox. I can go to the med bed, and you know what I mean? Like turn back 10 years. Like that sounds way easier to me.
Beautiful. If people want to hit you up your art or anything, any advice, what would you hit you up at?
Just find me online on Google. Look me up. Sham is my first name, last name Ibrahim. Ibrahim, and first name just like it sounds, Sham. It's like shampoo no poo. And then you can find me on Instagram, Sham Ibrahim, and the number 1.
Where can they find the art? But I forgot to ask.
So I'm in the process of finally, after like, I don't know, 100 years, making a website. So eventually my website will be on there. If not, just look on the Google image search. You're gonna see.
You better hurry up. That website seems like it's gonna be like a fad now.
I know. It's gonna be a crypto site.
Here's a palm.
It's gonna be a crypto
look at my
site.
palm.
It's not even gonna be on the web.
What's your website again?
Oh, what?
Oh, you still haven't created it yet.
No.
Oh, so just
after like 100 years, I don't have a website. But guess what? If you want to see my art, just go look Sham Ibrahim art or something online. You'll see I've given artwork to Katy Perry, Snoop Dogg. I've given it to Lindsay Lohan. So many people, I can't name them all because we don't have enough time. But find it online, and you'll see.
Thanks so much, Sam.
Yeah, I love you guys. Thank you for watching.
So what's the best thing to order over here?
Okay, the first thing is, I don't know if you're familiar with the bulgogi taco.
Yes.
But I actually use the prime rib meat,
Whoa.
and then marinate with bulgogi sauce, the Korean famous for. And the combination really works. And I think it's something that you never tasted before. That's like our #1 sell. And also, everybody knows about tripas, but I marinate it in Korean style.
Beautiful.
And also pastor, that the Latin Americans are famous for, I marinate in Korean style also. So it's the same. I kept the original of the Latin flavors, but the meat itself, it is Korean. So it's like a really good fusion that worked out together.
It's very SoCal.
Yeah,
It's very SoCal.
it is. And I believe there's some other Korean places, but they were saying it didn't feel right. But when I open up the street vending, I'm getting a really good review. So I think I did the right job.
Beautiful.